Not only the world fate, but also the current health gauge of this world depends heavily on the peace talks between the United States of America and Iran. We're not going to discuss the escalating Middle East violence, the reclosed naval choke point, the aggressive rhetoric from President Donald Trump, and severe domestic political pushback. No, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is ascertain that the current peace talks between the U.S. and Iran are volatile, and we're going to demonstrate why they are. The peace talks between the United States and Iran are highly unstable, despite both nations signing a 14-point preliminary MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, at the Palace of Versailles. But the deal is rapidly fracturing. There are reports of violation of the Ceasefire Clause. What is the root cause? I'm going to tell you what it is. The root cause is Clause 1 of the MOU. Clause 1 of the MOU, which is the Memorandum of Understanding, mandates an immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, explicitly including Lebanon. What is the violation? Continuous deadly Israeli military strikes in southern Lebanon have killed dozens of people. The fallout is that Iran officially declares these actions as a blatant breach of the agreement, stating the U.S. has failed to restrain its ally, Israel. U.S. intelligence reports suggest that the Israeli government may be intentionally continuing its military push to undermine the peace deal. The second reason is the battle for the Strait of Hormuz. Yes, that battle is ongoing. As a result, reclosure. In retaliation for the ongoing attacks in Lebanon, Iran's military announced it was reclosing the highly strategic Strait of Hormuz. U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, quickly disputed Iran's narrative. They claimed that traffic is moving normally and over 55 commercial vessels successfully passed through the waterway. And Iran maintains that if the U.S. does not control its ally, if the U.S. cannot guarantee a full ceasefire, the entire MOU is jeopardized. The third reason is the toll threat. This provision does not exist in the signed MOU. What does it consist of? Essentially, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, citing the U.S. would not tolerate any shipping toll in the Strait of Hormuz unless they are imposed by and for the United States of America. The fourth reason is the political backlash due to the leaked details of the MOU. Lawmakers and Republicans are criticizing the details of the MOU, and they're even stating that those are in favor of Iran instead of the United States of America. So, without going too far into the details, I have to say that this is by far one of the worst blunders of an administration. Some conservative senators even call it as is. All in all, does this MOU have a future? Are we still in the throes of the war? A war that keeps aggravating, a war that keeps going despite the peace talks and the peace deals, because Israel is doing this thing, and some people even believe that this is going on because they just want the whole thing to go awry. This is still a developing story. We are where we are. As of today, it doesn't seem that this war is going to end. Share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what you think about the peace deal and the peace talks, the MOU, the details, and the chain reaction of the Republicans, the lawmakers, and even the conservative senators. What is your honest thought as someone who is also impacted by the war? Tell us what you think. We're here. We're not going anywhere. Thanks for watching.